I'm Robin Scherzer, and welcome to Robin Stampin' Hood.
Hi, everybody. It's Robin with Robin Stampin' Hood, and welcome to my Nuts About You class. So, if you signed up for my class, you received supplies to make these 3 cute, fun cards, plus you received the Nuts About Squirrels stamp set. So I am going to go ahead and get started and show you these fun cards. I don't know about you, but the squirrels are arch enemies here at the Scherzer backyard, and they eat through everything here. We have an abundance of them. So my husband's not very fond of them, but they are cute when they're twitching their little tails and stuff. So we are going to start with this card. And you will need, of course, the stamp set and Cajun Craze, Old Olive, Bumblebee, Pumpkin Pie, and Crumb Cake. Now, if you don't, and you're black, so we're going to use Memento because I always find that easier to use. So if you don't have all those colors, don't panic. You could do different colors here. It's really not that big of a deal. And you will see that my ink pads, I had somebody else stamp these for me, and their ink pads aren't quite as juicy as mine. So you'll even see a little bit of color variation, but that's not a big deal. So don't worry about that. It's just to give you ideas. So if it doesn't look exactly like mine, that's fine. So let's get started. Okay, so if you purchase the supplies from me, the first card, you're going to want this little stack here. So this is Cajun Craze. This is actually the designer series paper called Beauty of the Earth that you can find on page 130 of the annual catalog. And that's the back side of it, but we're obviously going to use that side. And then you should have a piece of just plain white that probably says Squirrels on the top for you. So you're going to stamp your outlines of your squirrels, and we're going to fussy cut those out. And then you should have gotten a piece of Old Olive that's already pre-embossed for you, and another piece of white, and this little rectangle of Bumblebee. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So I'm just going to set some of this aside and let's do some of the stamping. So you want to do the outlines of both of the squirrels. And again, I'm using Memento just because I like it a little bit better. I've already stamped this guy in Memento, so we're going to do the other guy. So, and I do recommend having your foam pad underneath because it is a photopolymer stamp. So to get your best image, you want to go ahead and make sure that you have something underneath you when you're stamping that. So there. Cute. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. They are mischievous, aren't they? Okay, so let's get then the insides of the squirrels. I'm going to just clean this really quick before I have it one of it falls someplace. So again, this is where your colors might vary just a little bit, so don't panic about it. But this top squirrel here, he's actually pumpkin pie. So we're going to use him or get him done first. So all I can recommend on these is you want to make sure that the solid part of the stamp on this one goes up along that side of it, and when you come to this one you'll see it go up along that side because you want that little white left on them. So let's see how good I can do this. I think I'm gonna have to stand up and do it, so bear with me. And my pad is really weird. I think I need a new pad, or I need to fix it somehow because I'm getting really weird blotchiness with it. So if mine stamps a little different, don't panic. Just stamp yours how you want. So I'm lining it up along the top of the tail and his little ears, and hopefully I'll hit right where I need to be. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Perfect. So that's pumpkin pie. And then the second squirrel, excuse me, is done in crumb cake. So I'm going to close up this pad because I will put my hands in there. And you will have to fussy cut these guys out. And again, I'm making sure that his tail goes along this side of it. Okay, let's see here. Try not to stand this time, but it might be a little off. Oh, that's not bad. So you can see, like I said, the gal who stamped this for me, my assistant Natalie, her ink pad is probably not as inky as my ink pad, so it's fine though. So then what you're going to do is pull out the little top of the acorn, and I'm just going to do it in crumb cake. And then the bottom of the acorn is going to be done in Cajun Craze. So I just want to make sure that I have him lined up okay, because I feel like I might not know what's going on here. Yeah, I think that's the way it goes. So I'm just going to set that down. But then I'm going to grab my Cajun Craze. Excuse me, I'm still getting over my sickness, so I have a little bit of a frog in my throat. Oh, well, maybe it goes that way. You know what? I think it does. That's his little hand. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just discovered that. So there you go. There's the bottom of that. So yeah, see that little piece right there? That's actually his little hand. So make sure you stamp it the right way, not like I was about to do, right? Okay, so now what you want to do is fussy cut out your squirrels. Okay, and through the magic of television, we have our little squirrels fussy cut it out. Okay, so again, if you have your supplies from me, you want to go ahead and grab your base. This is just a 5.5, excuse me, 5.5 by 8 piece. You want to go ahead and fold it corner to corner. And we'll go ahead and build the base here. Excuse me, gosh. And then we're going to take our designer series paper, lay it on top. And if you did get supplies from me, you also got just a white piece for the inside. I don't have any cut for myself, but I cut some for you. So you can just put that on the inside of the card so you can write on it. And it really doesn't matter which way it goes, I suppose. So that's your first piece. And then you're going to take your next piece and layer that like that. Good? Yep, that's good. Okay, so I am going to set that piece aside for a second, and we need to do some more stamping. So you would have gotten another piece of white that doesn't have squirrels written on it, and you want to put your branch on. So I am just going to use my black for the branch. And you just want it coming off the edge. You can see it's just coming off the edge of the white there. So you're just gonna, like that's the edge of it. Okay, easy peasy, right? And then we're going to do our little leaves. So the one thing I am gonna do that you can't see on my sample, but I decided I wanted to do it on the actual card I'm showing you, is when I go ahead and stamp, you can see in your set that you have like the veins of the leaf. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do my leaf and I'm going to stamp off, and we're going to put this one here, and then I'm going to come in with the actual veins and put the veins in, and don't stamp off because you want to see that. So like that. So you can see the difference between that one and that one. You do what, excuse me, you do whatever you want, but I decided that's what those are made for, so you might as well do it that way. Let me clean these so we can move on to the other color. So the next color I'm using is the Bumblebee. So again, I'm gonna stamp on the Bumblebee, stamp off, and then stamp him here. And then take the veins of the leaf. Yep, there you go. Okay, so that was Bumblebee. And then the next color is the Old Olive. So I'm going to do the same thing. Let me clean my stamps. And I'm going to, oh, that moved. I must have been a little aggressive in cleaning my stamp. Here. There. So there you go. So there's that part of it. So now, oh, we have to do the nuts about you. So this is where you're going to use your little rectangle, and you'll use your snips to do this, but you'll take your little nuts about you and your black and stamp it near the top so you can make it a banner. Okay, like that. Perfect. Excuse me. And then you're just going to take your scissors. Don't know what has happened to my paper snips, but you can just cut up, and then from the corner, I'm a little off, but that's okay. It's handmade, you guys. It doesn't matter. So there's that. Okay, so we're done with the stamping, so let's finish assembling. So we'll take the base back that we had, right? And we're going to go ahead and put this base here. I'll move this up so you can see a little better. Alrighty, that's just cute like that, isn't it? And then you can put your first little squirrel here. I think I'm actually going to use dimensionals to pop him up, like he's standing on top of the branches. Love me my dimensionals. Okay. Oh, isn't he cute? And then we'll take this little guy and put him on the bottom. Oops. Okay, so here is the second card we're going to do. Again, I apologize for my video cutting out for the last card. Oh my goodness, right? Okay, so this card, you'll need your memento or your black, and all you'll need is your crumb cake and your Cajun craze. So those are the inks that you'll need. If you ordered from me, you will need these supplies. So you'll have, this is Bumblebee, and this is from the same paper, The Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. And then these two cutouts, and this, and the inside of your card, and this. So that's for this card here. So let's go ahead and just put the base together real quick, and then we'll do our stamping. So we're going to fold that corner to corner. I'm going to keep watching my video, make sure you guys don't lose me again. And then this is the inside of the card. Again, just for writing's sake, to write in it. Okay, and it's going to actually run this way, and then we'll put our little packer colors on here, right? It's perfect for these squirrels because it's little, you know, trees. And then you're going to take this embossed piece, which is with the bark embossing, which is perfect again for the little squirrels, a little mischievous. Whoops. There you go. I'm just going to go across like that. All right. And then we can go ahead and we can also place this since there's no stamping. So anybody that knows me, I always say don't assemble anything until it's stamped, because you can always use the other side. But all these pieces are just how they are, and there's no stamping involved, so that's why I'm putting them down first. Okay, so let's set that aside. Grab your pad again and this piece, and we're going to use our black memento again, and let's go ahead and I like to do the outline first. A lot of people do it opposite, but for me, when I use the outline first, I feel like I'm doing a better job lining up the two-step stamping. So we'll go ahead and give him, yep, that's good. This out of the way. And then the inside is going to be the Cajun Craze. Super sweet and simple. And again, I'm lining up the tail and the ears, and then I should hit right on. Perfect. Okay. And then let's do our acorn. And again, I know it's really hard to see in the video, but you can see on your stamp, it looks like a little paw almost. So we're just gonna line that up with our acorn. There you go. That's a little dark, but it's okay. And then we're gonna take the top of the acorn and use the crumb cake. Oops. And it's right there. Cute! Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me get these things out of the way. So you guys are gonna laugh at me. This little tag here should be stamped with your happy birthday stamp. My happy birthday stamp is missing. So I'm not gonna stamp that, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the little squirrely on here. And yeah, I'll find my birthday stamp later. But you guys, you have your birthday stamps, so use them wisely and don't lose them like I did. So you're just gonna lay him down here, cute, cute, and then you would stamp your happy birthday on this, and then you should have gotten some, if you ordered the supplies, you should have gotten some of these from me. And you're going to put the one on the tag, and then the tag gets popped up. So I'm actually not going to do that, like I said, because I lost my birthday stamp. So I am sure it is in my little messy desk. But that's it. This one was super, super simple. So that's what it should look like with your happy birthday. Easy peasy. Okay, let's move on to the next card. Okay, so this is our third card. And again, you're only going to need your black, your crumb cake, and your Cajun Craze. So you should have all the supplies left if you purchased them through me, is what you got left. So that's what we're going to be using. So let's go ahead and put this base together real quick because we only have a little bit of stamping. So this is Mary Merlot. And again, we're still using the Beauty of the Earth designer series paper found in the annual catalog on page 130. So we're going to use the other side of this beautiful paper. It's perfect for the squirrels at fall, isn't it? I keep finding like little nuts on our back porch that they leave out there after they've cracked them open. So we'll do that real quick. Oh, and let's put the inside. So you should have an inside if you got the supplies from me. Oops. Perfect. All right, I'm just going to give this, I feel like this isn't quite down where it should be. Okay. And then let's add all the fun little elements we have, shall we? So you're going to add your little piece of bark right across the middle. This is an early espresso. These are so super cute. And then we're going to take this piece, but you should have in your supplies, oops, let's see if I can get this. You should have gotten one of these little taggy thingies. That's the technical name, I'm sure. Oops. And I'm just putting a little bit of glue. I don't want to go too crazy on it. And it goes over the opening like that. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to lay it on top of our card. Like that. Okay. And then, oops, I should have put in, before I did that, maybe I have time to move this up. You have some little pieces of these popped out. So I'm just going to stick that right under there. You can see it coming out over here. And it looks like I still have room on this side too. So let's do that. Whew, that was a close call. Actually, I don't know that I have glue on there. Oh, I do. I just didn't press it down. Okay, so there you have that. And then you should have gotten some linen thread. You want to go ahead and double it. And then I'm just tying a real quick bow. Nothing pretty. Just doing it this way. I'm going to tighten it up though, because I want it to be smaller, obviously, for the smaller tag. You could even probably do it 3 times if you want it. I'm just doing it 2 here, because I think I've given enough for that. And then we're going to cut off the excess. And I'm going to glue dot this down real quick. Actually, I'm going to roll my glue dot because it's a little too big for, oop, I just made that move. A little too big for that. And we'll just stick it right on top. Perfect. Okay. So the rest of it is stamping. So we need to do that first. I'm going to set the stamping or set the card aside and pull out my pad again. So we want our outline of our squirrel in black. It really is cute. But yeah, I keep stepping on the walnut shells out on our patio. So little guy there, cute. And let's put his little body in there next. Again, I'm using crumb cake. And sorry if you can see my head there for a minute. Oops, line up his little ears and his little tail. That seems to be the best way to do it. Okay. Fun. I'm a little off, but that's okay. And look how much darker he is. He'll dry though. And again, if he's not the same color as what I have, what you have, it's not a big deal. So now I'm going back to the Cajun Craze and using the Nuts About You. And we're going to stamp him right there. Cute. And then I'm going to get this out of my way. And then you should have a circle like this. And we're going to just glue him down on top of that circle. My inky fingers. And then you should have also gotten in your supplies 2 of these, which you'll put on, oops, hello. You'll put one here and one here, or wherever you want. It doesn't matter. It's your card. You can make it any way you want. These are the brushed metallic adhesive back dots, and they're in the Holiday Mini. And I am going to use my dimensionals to pop this up. And I always make sure on bigger pieces like this that I put dimensionals in the middle, because the last thing I want is this card collapsing on whoever I'm giving it to. That's just rude, right? So make sure that you have enough. I mean, when you buy a pack of those, you get like 300 of them, I think, so don't be chintzy with them. It just, like I said, I think it makes the card look better. Did I pull them all off? I think I might have. Yep. And just helps it hold up a little bit better. And then, oops, there you go. I guess I want the nuts about you. I might have gotten a little off there, but that's okay. So that's it, you guys. 3 cards with the nuts about squirrels. So let's show those again. This one, card number 2, and card number 3. So there you go, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy stamping.